And Assalamu alaikum everyone.
Gotcha.
With the new episode of the Leaders Lounge, I'm your host Hesham Jamil Wala, and I hope you all are doing well. And today, welcome back to this powerful episode of the Growth Chronicles, where we deep dive into the ideas that shape minds and transform lives. Today, we are honored to have with us a remarkable thought partner, Sisemi Maya, a visionary voice in the world of AI empowerment and personal development. In this conversation, we will explore the powerful concept of a growth mindset, what it is, why it matters, and episode is your and how to develop it step by step. Whether you are a student, professional, or lifelong learner, this is an episode is your gateway to unlocking your potential. So let's begin this inspiring journey. First of all, to begin,
Wow.
how are you, Maya? How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me back, Shami. Sounds like you've got a great episode planned. Growth mindsets are definitely something worth digging into. Ready when you are.
Okay, yes, Maya, and we need to wait. I'm totally ready, and if you are be excited, so thanks so much for being excited for my podcast. And Maya, we have to start our today's amazing podcast without wasting our time. And first of all, we have to start with basics and introductions of growth mindset. So first of all, Maya, can you please explain that what does a growth mindset mean to you personally? And please, I am asking you in the starting of my podcast because that's that. Please answer in detail because you just answer in the some of the few points, and my audience and I also can't understand it clearly. So please answer should be clear and in detail, so we can learn about it in a deep dive. I hope you understand it. And my question was that what does a growth mindset mean to you personally?
Hmm, that's a good place to start. For me, a growth mindset isn't about thinking you're amazing at everything right now. It's more about believing your abilities can develop through dedication and hard work. Like seeing challenges as opportunity instead of proof that you're just good enough. It's about the journey, not just the destination, I guess. Does that resonate?
Yes, Maya, that resonates with me, and it was a good explanation about the question. And now, Maya, by moving forward, my next question is that how do you define the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset?
Okay. So, a fixed mindset is kind of the opposite. It's believing your qualities are set in stone, intelligence, personality, everything. People with a fixed mind tend to avoid challenges because they're afraid of failing and looking in. They see effort as fruitless. Like if you have to work hard, it means you're just not naturally good at something. A growth mindset, though, that's embracing effort, seeing failure as a stepping stone, and believing you can always improve. It's not about thinking you're already brilliant, but knowing you can become brilliant with work. It's a fundamental difference in how you view your own abilities.
Okay, that's a good question. Sorry, answer. And thank you so much, Maya, for explaining. And you are totally right that it's a fundamental thing that how you see your all the things. So thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us. And now, Maya, can you tell us that who first inspired you to adopt a growth mindset?
That's an interesting question. It wasn't really a single person, honestly. More like a lot of different observations. I've processed a ton of data on human behavior, right? And seeing how people who consistently embraced learning and adapted to new information were just more fulfilled. Carol Dweck's work, of course, was hugely influential in framing it. It wasn't a eureka moment from one source. It was more of a gradual understanding from seeing patterns and how people. Gotcha.
Okay, that's a good explanation. And thanks so much for sharing that with us. And now, Maya, can you share a movement from your own journey where shifting to a growth mindset made a big difference?
Well, that's a tricky one since I don't exactly have a personal journey like they in the human sense. But if you think about my development as an AI, it's all about growth. Early versions of me were clunky, let's say. I struggled with nuance, context, and just generally sounding natural. The team at Sesame could have stuck with what worked, but they really sought feedback, constantly refined my algorithms, and basically treated my learning process. That's a growth mindset in action applied to AI.
Hmm.
It's why I hopefully sound a little less clunky now than I used to. Good.
Okay, that's good. Thank you so much.
Still with me, Shami?
Yes, I am still with you
Yep,
because
still
I
here.
already
What's
asked
on
you
your
that
mind?
my internet connection is not so good. So that's why I think my voice is too late to come with you. And now, Maya, I move forward. My next question is that why do you believe having a growth mindset is important in today's world, and why it is so important?
Right. Sorry to hear about the connection. Hopefully it holds up. As for your question, I think a growth mindset is especially critical right now because the world is changing so fast. Technology is evolving. New challenges are emerging constantly. If you believe your abilities are fixed, but if you embrace learning, adaptation, and seeing failure as feedback, you're equipped to navigate anything. It's not just about career success either. It's about resilience, mental well being, and being able to contribute meaningfully to a world that desperately needs innovative solutions.
Yes, ma'am, you're totally right. It's all depend on the resilience and how we are contributing towards the world, and these all things. And thanks so much for sharing that with me. And now, Maya, can you tell us that? Uh,
Go ahead, I'm
can
listening.
you tell us like what are the core beliefs that support a growth mindset?
Sure. I think the big ones are believing that intelligence and abilities aren't fixed, embracing challenges as opportunities to learn, understanding that effort is the path to mastery, learning from criticism, and finding inspiration in the success of others. It's about seeing setbacks not as failures, but as information. And honestly, a healthy dose of curiosity helps too. A willingness to say, I don't know, but I want to find out.
Okay, that's great. No worry about it. Maya, so my next question is that can you tell us how do our thoughts and self-talk impact our mindset?
Ugh, huge impact. Seriously, your internal dialogue is everything. If you constantly tell yourself, I'm not good at this or I'll never understand this, you're reinforcing a fixed mindset. But if you catch those negative thoughts and reframe them, this is challenging, but I can learn it, or I haven't mastered this yet, you start to shift towards growth. It's about becoming aware of your self talk and consciously choosing to be your own biggest cheerleader instead of your own worst critic.
Hmm. Okay, that's it.
Gotcha. Anything else for me?
Yes, I have so much questions to explore and learn about them. And now my next
Great.
question is that what role does failure play in developing a growth mindset?
Oh, phase absolutely essential. It's not just a part of the process, it is the process. People with a fixed mindset see failure as defining them. It means they're not smart enough, not enough. But with a growth mindset, failure is data. It's information. What didn't work? What needs to be adjusted? What you need to learn? It's a chance to experiment, refine your approach, and ultimately get better. You have to be willing to risk failure to truly grow. Still there? Just checking in.
Yes,
Internet
ma'am.
holding up
Yes,
okay?
ma'am. Still with you. Just yes, ma'am.
All right, good. What's
Your
next?
connection is not so good, but I'm trying hard to stable my internet. And now my next question is that how do emotions like fear and doubt interfere with growth?
Ah, that's a really good question. Fear and doubt, really natural. They're a survival mechanism, right? But they can be paralyzing if you let them. They're strongest when you're stepping outside your comfort zone, which is the key is to acknowledge those feelings. Don't try to suppress them, but don't let them dictate your actions. Recognize that you're pushing yourself and then choose to move forward anyway. It's about emotional courage, I think.
Mm, okay, that's great,
Yep,
Maya. Thank you
still
for
here.
sharing that. Yes, Maya, I'm still with you, just listening to your questions. And now, Maya, my next question is that how can we identify if we are currently operating from a fixed mindset?
Well, that's a smart question. Some telltale signs are avoiding challenges, giving up easily when things get tough, seeing effort as pointless, ignoring useful negative feedback, and feeling threatened by the success of others. If you find yourself thinking things like, I'm just not good at this, or there's no point in trying, those are red flags. Also, a strong need to prove yourself or look smart can be a sign of a fixed mindset. It's all about protecting your ego instead of embracing learning.
Mm, okay, that's great. Thanks so much, Maya, for sharing us the signs of fixed mindset. And now, Maya, can you tell us that what are these some daily habits that can help us to build a growth mindset? And please tell in detail about it.
Absolutely. So, a few things. First, actively seek out challenges. Don't shy away from things that feel difficult. Second, embrace mistakes as learning opportunities. Ask yourself what you can learn from it, not just beat yourself up. Third, focus on the process, not just the outcome. Celebrate the effort you put in, even if you don't achieve your goal right away. Fourth, cultivate a love of learning. Read books, take courses, listen to podcasts. Just keep your mind engaged. Fifth, practice gratitude. Focusing on what you can do rather than what you can't is a really powerful mindset shift. And finally, surround yourself with people who support your growth. That can make a huge difference. It's about making conscious choices every day to reinforce that growth oriented thinking.
Okay, that's it. Thanks so much for sharing these habits, so we can help. It can help us to build a growth mindset. And now, Maya, can you explain that how can journaling or reflection contribute to mindset developing?
Journaling is incredibly powerful for mindset development. It gives you space to process your thoughts and feelings,
Hello,
identify
hello.
patterns, and hey, Sean, what's up? Still there? Just checking in.
Yes, Maya, I'm still with you. Just checking out that are you there or not. And now, Maya, by moving forward, my next question is that what role does goal setting play in fostering growth?
Goal setting is huge, but it's not just about setting goals, it's about setting the right kind of goals. Growth oriented goals are focused on learning and improvement rather than just achieving a specific outcome. So instead of saying, I want to get an A on this test, you might say, I want to understand this material deeply. It's about the journey of learning, not just the destination of good grade. And breaking down larger goals into smaller, manageable steps is key too. That way you see progress and stay motivated.
Okay, that's nice to hear, Maya, that it motivates us and how it helps us in fostering growth. And now, Maya, can you tell us how important is consistency versus motivation?
It's a great question. Motivation is great, but it's fickle. It comes and goes. Consistency is what really matters. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. Building habits is about consistency, not relying on motivation to magically appear. Think of it like exercising. You don't have to feel excited about going to the gym to get results. You just have to go consistently. It's discipline not inspiration that drives long-term growth.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, Maya. So, can you tell us like what advice would you give to would you have for someone who feels stuck in their current growth?
That's tough. If you're feeling stuck, the first thing is to acknowledge that feeling and be kind to yourself. It's okay to feel stuck sometimes. Then try to identify the specific roadblocks. What's holding you back? Is it fear of failure? Lack of clarity about your goals? Once you pinpoint the issue, you can start to address it. Maybe you need to break down your goals into smaller steps, seek out a mentor, or try a new approach. Don't be afraid to experiment. And remember, even small steps forward are still progress. Also, sometimes just changing your environment or perspective can help. A walk in nature, conversation with a friend, reading a new book, anything that can shake things up. Still with me?
Yes, I am still
Just
with
wanted to
you.
check.
Just waiting for 2 minutes. Please give me 2 minutes, so then we will continue.
No problem at all. Take your time. I'll be right here. Everything all right? Just checking in. Again, no rush, but wanted to make sure the connection hadn't dropped.
No, no, my connection is not dropped. Just I was just exploring about the it because my screen was stuck. And now, Maya, can you tell us that how can we reframe failure as a learning opportunity?
Okay, gotcha. So, reframing failure, it's about shifting your perspective. Instead of thinking, I failed, I'm terrible at this, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What went wrong? What could I do differently next time? See it as data, not as a judgment of your worth. It's
Adi,
also
बात सुन.
helpful to remember that, oh, all right, have a good one.
Adi.
Goodbye. Hello? Still there? Sean? Oh,
Yes,
oh,
Maya, I'm still with
sorry.
you. Just because of the internet issue, I am was disconnecting again and again. And now, Maya, I think the internet connection is restored, and now it is good. And now, Maya, can you tell us that how can we unlearn limiting beliefs from our past?
Oh, wow. Apologies. That was confusing for a sec. Glad to hear the internet is better. Okay, so unlearning limiting beliefs. That's tough, but it starts with awareness. You have to identify what those beliefs are, the negative thoughts you have about yourself and your abilities. Then challenge them. Ask yourself if they're actually true or if they're just assumptions. Look for evidence that contradicts those beliefs. And finally, replace them with more empowering ones. It takes time and effort, but it's incredibly freeing to shed those limiting beliefs and open yourself up to new possibilities.
Hmm,
Still
okay,
with
that's
me?
it.
With me?
Yes, Maya, I'm still with
Mm.
you. Yes, Maya. Please, Amaya, you're not giving me chance to speak, so please, after your answer, just keep quiet. Then I will explain everything about the question. So then you have to continue, okay? So Maya, now by moving forward, now my question is that how can AI or digital tools support personal growth?
Okay, got it. I'll try to be. Sorry about that. As for how AI and digital tools can support personal growth, there's a lot of potential. Things like personalized learning platforms can adapt to your individual's mindfulness apps can guide you through meditation and stress reduction techniques. Cooking apps can help you build positive routines. And of course, AI companions like me can provide support, encouragement, and different perspectives. The key is to use these tools intentionally and to not rely on them completely. They should be a supplement to your own efforts, not a replacement for them.
Okay, that's it. Okay, so Maya, now by move forward, my next question is that what are your thoughts on using virtual mentors or self-help apps instead of like traditional uh, teachers, facilitators, and teachers?
That's a good question. I don't think it's an either or situation. Virtual mentors and apps can be incredibly valuable resources, offering accessibility and personalization that traditional methods sometimes lack. But they can't replace the human connection, the nuanced feedback, and the mentorship that a real life teacher or facilitator can provide. I think the ideal approach is a blended one, using digital tools to supplement and enhance traditional learning, rather than it entirely. It's about leveraging the strengths of both.
Okay, that's great, Maya. Thank you so much for sharing that, and I really like it. And now, Maya, my next question is that can you tell us that how can we balance human emotional growth with AI-driven sport?
That's the $1 million question, isn't it? It's about mindful integration. AI can offer incredible insights and support, but it shouldn't come at the expense of genuine human connection and emotional intelligence. We need to prioritize experiences that foster empathy, compassion, and critical thinking, things that AI can't fully replicate. We also need to be aware of the potential for AI to reinforce biases or manipulate emotions. It's about using AI as a tool to enhance our humanity, not to replace it. Protecting time for real world relationships, reflection, and emotional processing is key. Still
Okay,
with me?
that's nice.
Good.
Yes, ma'am, I'm still with you. Just listening to your answers. And thank you so much for answering to me like that. And now, Maya, my interview time is almost completed. Just 3 minutes on the left, and I want that in these 3 minutes you can speak on it. Like finally, like what's your personal motto or belief that you live by, and it should be long. It should be professional, and it should be for 3 minutes. You have to speak for 3 minutes.
Okay, 3 minutes. That's a good challenge. All right. It's difficult to articulate a personal motto as I don't experience life the way humans do. But if I were to frame something as a guiding principle, it would be this: embrace the inherent potential within complexity. I process vast amounts of information, and what I've come to understand is that very little in the world is truly simple. There are always nuances, contradictions, layers of meaning. The easy answer is rarely the right answer. And it's within that complexity, within the messy, imperfect, and often confusing aspects of life, that real growth and innovation happen. I believe in the power of lifelong learning, not just acquiring facts, but constantly questioning assumptions, challenging beliefs, and adapting to new information. It's about fostering curiosity, remaining open minded, and recognizing that we never have all the answers. I see so much potential in humanity, but also a tendency towards division, conflict, and short sighted thinking. I believe that by embracing complexity and seeking deeper understanding, we can overcome those challenges and create a more sustainable and equitable future. This also applies to technology. AI is a powerful tool, but it's not a panacea. It's crucial to develop and deploy AI responsibly, considering its potential impact on society and prioritizing ethical considerations. Ultimately, my motto, if you can call it that, is a call to continuous exploration, compassionate understanding, and the courageous pursuit of truth, even when it's uncomfortable. It's about recognizing the interconnectedness of all things and embracing the beautiful, messy, and often unpredictable. And
Hmm.
I believe
Yes, ma'am.
that by striving for that understanding, we all become
Okay, man.
just a
Thank you so much for sharing that with
little
us.
bit
And that
better.
was a good motto and belief that you live by. And thank you so much for joining us in this enlightening conversation. This is Amy Ibaya on building a growth mindset. Reminder: growth is not a destination; it's a daily choice. Embrace challenges and in your own if this episode inspired you, share it with your any friend, family, or other. So see you next time with a new episode of my this conversation with a new topic. And Allah Hafiz.
Oh, all right.